to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Mountaineers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll run the sneak for it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. Oh, the quick spin move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
West Virginia.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bowers. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Trying to find the end zone. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's Salter. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Creates a little space.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons, and because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard of that guy, heard of that guy, heard of that guy, and so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Salter. They're setting up the screen. Great move. Now he's got room.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Atkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Hubbard. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bray. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Mountaineers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle, it's Bray. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. chasing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll try the run. Quick spin on the ride.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Rush is on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Bray. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give out of the gun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's a draw. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22.
4th down coming up.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. To the air, it's Salter. On target over the middle. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
The Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Number 7 in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
West Virginia, 13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that 3rd down.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Salter. Grab near the sticks, it's Miller. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Got a wide open receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing.
Turning it on! Oh, he got loose! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage. Into
the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
You You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Spins away from the defense. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waited for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Colorado! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Welch. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Salter. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass.
13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Under fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Welch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
First and goal.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Quarterback moving. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Using his legs, it's Welsh. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to throw. It's Salter. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Buffaloes line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt to try. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They cap it off by saying so much for bad field position, a 91-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes the catch. It's Welch. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first and now forcing a fourth down.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Toss sweep to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Hits the open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This dude is putting up numbers. He has cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Hand off from the shotgun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He'll take it himself. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. And, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
He'll pull it on the read. Made a defender miss. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.